Hey, what's going on, good people? Hey, today's Ask Mo question, I got quite a few questions dealing with the same subject matter, so I kind of want to tackle them all together because I think it's important. And the subject is transition. And it doesn't matter if you're transitioning with a new job, a new city, a new relationship, in and out of relationships, new business venture. Whatever the transition is, it does not matter. There's a few things that will assist you in transitioning with complete peace. Now, I know it's a taboo that says, hey, transition is never easy. Now, the thing I've learned about transition is it's not transition that's not easy. It's the conversations you have within your mind that makes your transition not easy. And believe me, man, I've had those conversations myself. You know, sometimes I would get up during my transitional periods and I would have thoughts of what I'm gonna do, how am I gonna do this? And I start bombarding my mind with a bunch of things that really were out of my control, in a sense. You know, some things I can't control, but I want to share with you guys today that how you transition with peace is, number one thing you have to do is you have to fill your mind with peaceful thoughts, you know, and you have to focus on what you do now versus looking at, well, what am I gonna do next? You know, sometimes we get to the next part before we deal with the now part. And you have to deal with right now, you know, and how you deal with right now is you start with the things that you have control over. Because you cannot change things that are out of your control. You know, like I'm right here in beautiful, sunny Los Angeles. And as you can see behind me, it's a beautiful view. This is one of the places I come for peace. You know, I come to this mountaintop and I look out over the ocean and I see all the beautiful sights and scenes because it brings peace. And it doesn't matter if I'm in transition or not, I just come here. But when I'm in a transitional period, I come here more frequently, okay? So you have to fill yourself with peace, you know, because what you can control, you can change. What is out of your control, you can't change. So you can't do anything about it. So worrying about it, thinking about it, bombarding your mindset with it will not change it at all. So you have to start focusing on what do I do now? And what I start with is what I can actually control, because those are the things that I can change. Then you have to look at, when it comes to transition and peace, is, you know, I look at, let's say if you're in between jobs and you're unsure of what you want to do next, and thoughts, I mean, I've been there myself, like, hey man, I don't really want to work for somebody else, you know, so what is it that I can do with my skill sets, my talents, my mindset that will bring me income so that I can do other things? Those are some of the things you got to write down. You know, write down the skill sets and things that skills and abilities that you have that can make you money. And if not, research it. Google, YouTube, doesn't matter. Start there, because somebody else has gone through what you're going through and they have an antidote and it works, you know, so you got to focus on those things first, okay? And, you know, oftentimes in transition too, we're looking at all the things that we surround ourselves with people who are negative. We go to social media and we see a bunch of negative thoughts every day. And those are the types of things that get you to thinking in left field. And what I mean by left field means it gets you to thinking about the problem and not the solution. And you got to stay solution oriented. You got to focus mainly on the solution, because transition comes with a host of things. It comes with a host of things. And if you're transitioning from a relationship that you've been in for a while, or one that's short term, you're going on to the next, all the time we start second guessing ourselves. Because, so, hey, I've been here 5 times in the last X amount of time. And we start putting on, well, why me? Why this? Listen, the why doesn't matter. How doesn't matter. How it happened, why it happened, it doesn't matter, because you can't undo what has already occurred. So why focus on those things? You have to focus on, okay, you know what, it happened. I have to accept the fact. I've learned that dealing with transition helps me when I accept what has already occurred. You know, when you accept what has already occurred, because it's already happened, and you say, okay, you know what, I can't do anything about that, so let me now shift my focus to something that I can do something about. And you keep working on things. You know, some things you'll try it, they may not succeed, or they may not materialize in the form in which you deem to be successful, but doesn't mean they failed. So you have to look at a host of things in your transition, no matter what the transition is, okay? So you guys got to focus on what's now versus what's next. Change the things that you have the ability to control. feel your thoughts. Go to find you some peaceful places. I had always advised people, find things that you enjoy doing. And if you don't know what you enjoy, this is a great time for discovery when you're in transition. You know, it's not about valuing yourself or finding man, you're already valuable. You don't have to find that. It already exists. What you have to find is, hey, what is fulfilling for me? What brings peace in my life that does not have anything to do with anybody or anything else. See, oftentimes when we place our happiness in things or people, when those things evaporate or they disappear or they dissolve, now we find ourselves unhappy and unfulfilling. So you have to find what is fulfilling to you without people or things. And that is where your happy place lies. And that's where you'll continue to have peace no matter what the transition is, and no matter how long you are in that transition. Hey, if you guys have questions that you want me to answer, email me, askmo@mosteagle.com, askmo@mosteagle.com, and I'll be sure to answer your question. I hope I've been able to help you guys today. So till next time, stay educated, stay encouraged, and be empowered.